Hey guys, it's Bo from Laxsplat here with a pair of Maverik goalie gloves. I'm going to be doing a review on them and a little background information. I've had these for 5 weeks and they have gone through pretty much lacrosse every single day and around 6 games. So I thought it'd be a good time to review them with a good amount of use. And the review is going to be done on 5 categories, and they're all going to be out of 10 points. So the first category is looks, and to be honest, I wasn't really a fan of how these looked when they first came out, but it was one of those things that really grew on me, and I think they're pretty cool looking now. They have a they're very rounded. Everything kind of curves in, very circular, and which is a lot different than a lot of the other gloves out right now. A lot of the gloves are very sharp, have a lot of sharp angles, and I think I like this different look, and they're kind of alien-esque, I would say. That's what I get out of them, but I really do like the looks of these, but I have to say they're not the most amazing looking gloves on the market right now, so I gave them an 8 out of 10. The one thing I do like is with the all black, they kind of go with a shiny textured black and then more of a matte black that's flatter, and I think they kind of went with that theme throughout the whole glove, which adds a bit of accent and I think is pretty cool. I'll show a picture of me using the gloves with our uniforms. We have black uniforms and then also white uniforms for our home games with black, cardinal, and gold, so I think they go well with them. And then our second category is comfort slash the palm and ventilation, and so they're extremely comfortable glove, and I can move my fingers. There's no resistance, and I like them a lot. And the only thing that obviously is not the most comfortable is the thumb, and that's because it's one piece and it's a goalie thumb, so that's a compromise that I'm willing to take for protection purposes. And it's really not that bad because the whole glove around it has like an elastic around all the fingers. Has kind of like an elastic, so if your finger goes through, it can push out. But so it has that on the thumb, so you can kind of push and still kind of bend your thumb. But with your stick right here, a ball's not going to come in, and with this coming up, how high it is, a ball's not going to come in and be able to hit your thumb. I would have liked, though, if they added a little bit more of a lip here, but overall for comfort, I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10. It has really good ventilation. It's got the 2 big kind of like ventilation holes, and then one decent one right here, and then in the palm it's got a lot of holes in it, so I do really like what they're doing there. And then the palm is nicely made, one of the nicer palms on the market. It's not the Regulators, which is like an all leather palm, but it's a lot nicer than some of the other palms out there. Not really a fan of the STX palms, that's just me. So I kind of like the more leather feel than the plastic feel, so I like these. So I'm going to have to go with a 9 out of 10 for comfort slash palm, just because there are things a little bit more comfortable. But our next category is durability, and I went with a 10 out of 10 on this because I haven't had any issues whatsoever with this glove, and there's obviously normal wear and tear, but really nothing. I think it's a really nicely put together glove. Like, they have the one big issue with durability with gloves are palms normally, and the only concern I could see is the thumb right here seems to wear down on a lot of gloves I use, but it's holding up pretty nicely, and I don't see any sign of anything wearing down. They use a thicker material. Where your stick is, it normally is right here and kind of like through here, so they used a thicker material here so they're more durable, and then they use the shark skin material down here so it's even more durable, and I thought that worked really nicely. They added some thicker material up here on the fingers, so I thought durability, I'm having no issues, so it's a 10 out of 10. Protection is a 10 out of 10. For protection, really, it's really nicely padded. It's got, like, I know it doesn't show it on the goalie gloves. I think it has some shark gel, they call it, or something like that. I don't know. And then for the goalie thumb, the one thing I would have liked is a little bit of a lip here, a little bit more, but I don't really think it makes a difference. But it's one big thumb, which is going to distribute, like if a shot comes evenly throughout the whole piece of padding, and I like that idea a lot. So really like the thumb protection on this, and also I like on the, obviously since I'm a goalie, I'm not taking as much checks as an attackman or like a midi would, but I do go out of goal often, so I like this protection on the side on your pinky, and also on your pointer finger. I like that a lot. Kind of this wraparound protection, which is very nice, and I think a big plus to the glove. And then it also has this triple cuff dealio going on, so that adds a lot of protection in the cuff when you're taking slashes. Yeah, I haven't had any issues with protection on this. Taken a few thumb shots and I've been perfectly fine. And I have taken a lot of checks lately and I've been perfectly fine too. So protection, got to go with a 10 out of 10. And then our last category is value. So these are on the high end of gloves, and they're $175, so they're not as high as the regulators, or I think the assaults are $5 more, but they're definitely up there. And for the money, I went with a 9 out of 10 on these, just because I think it's the perfect combination of a glove, especially for goalies, of protection but still being comfortable. The thumb's really nice, and there's a lot of backhand protection, a lot on the fingers. It's very padded nicely, but still has a lot of range in motion, and you can move around a lot. The cuff's really nice. I like that. And sometimes I unstrap them, like in practice when it's getting a little hot. So I went with a 9 out of 10. They are in the higher range, but I definitely think they're worth it, and one of the nicest gloves out there. So overall, it's going to get a 46 out of 50, which is a stellar score, and I'm hoping to do more reviews with this same type of setup, and I really think the Maverik Roams are a great glove. And I really recommend them. So, to all goalies out there, it took me a while because a lot of the goalie gloves, there's not a huge selection right now, but I definitely am a fan of the Maverik Roams. So, thanks guys. Make sure to subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and see you later.